Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy, Mr. Plababe, and welcome back to another brand new Call of Duty Infinite Warfare video. Today in this video, I am actually going to be doing a competitive game battles and or UMG, just all-around competitive search and destroy class setup for Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Now, I usually do this for most Call of Duties that I play, so let's go in and start off with the search and destroy classes that I decide are basically the best as of right now. You know, we don't know too much about the game yet, but as far as right now goes, this is what I've been using and it's been working. I'm also going to go over some of the rigs as well. Now, any of this could change at any time, of course. Bans and picks come into effect. Another big thing is that new to this Call of Duty is the competitive weapon draft. Now, what that means is the way that it's going to work is you're going to be able to choose basically one or two weapons, excluding pistols or secondary weapon sidearms at the beginning of every match, and that basically means that only you are going to be able to use that gun during that game, basically, at that, if you want to put it that way. So say if I'm using the MACTAV 45 on my screen, you can see, or if I'm using the ERAD, then that means no one else on my team can use the ERAD or the MACTAV 45. Same, say if I chose to use the K-Bar and I chose the Volk, then no one else on my team could use the K-Bar or the Volk. So it actually is a big thing going into this game, because right now in most game battles and stuff, most people are just using, like, a lot of people are using the K-Bar. You see two of those on a team. You usually see like one or two Volks on a team right now, and you also see maybe like sometimes a MACTAV or mostly like a Karma 45. Basically right now it's mostly just Assault Rifle City with the K-Bar and the Volk and stuff like that. I haven't seen snipers use it at all because they're really not good in this game at all for competitive play. You see Karma sometimes, like I said, but it's mostly like everybody on the team, 4 people, there's 2 guns being used. And once the CWL rules get implemented into like game battles and UMG, and they're all set and done, then that's going to stop happening. Now, the other big thing about the rigs is there's a lot of stuff that's banned. There's a lot of these traits that are pretty cheese, and like no one wants to see you using them basically at that point. There's a lot of them that aren't banned that probably should be, and there's a lot of them that are very, very good depending on how it's used. One of the cheesiest ones I've found so far is if you use the Phantom rig, you're allowed to use, you're not allowed to use Pulsar, I don't think, but you're allowed to use active camo, so it makes you almost invisible. And when it says almost invisible, it literally means invisible. It's fucking insane how invisible you really are. Now, marked target and heightened senses are actually both banned, but rear guard isn't. Rear guard is pretty cheese, because basically what it does is it puts a shield on your back that provides protection against, say, bullets, and also like people trying to melee you, trying to beat you down. And it's really, really useful when you're trying to get away from people, or if someone starts shooting you from behind. In search and destroy, you can usually like get around a corner and pop back out, or double boost and fucking just absolutely destroy them, because the bullets, you literally have a big metal fucking plate on your back that stops bullets. It's fucking insane. There's a couple times already when I've turned on people that way. But enough of that shit. This video is probably going to be kind of long, but I don't really give a fuck, so let's go over the guns. So right now, again, that's just for search and destroy. I haven't played much hardpoint. I don't even know rotations yet in hardpoint, but the 3 confirmed game modes for competitive Infinite Warfare are hardpoint, search and destroy, and uplink as of now. That's what they said the version 1 rules are going to be for CWL as well. So let's go through the guns. So right now we got the MACTAV 45 on for one of my classes with a foregrip and quick draw, and also got a jammer grenade and a cluster grenade. Now both of these really carry over on anything. A lot of these grenades are banned, and a lot of them are shitty anyways. You don't really want to use them. Same goes for the tactical grenades. A lot of this shit is banned, or just, you know, makes, like, why the fuck would you need it? I don't know, dude. Like, there's not even like normal fucking stuns. There's literally one stun grenade. It's the jammer grenade. Like, this personal radar bullshit, I don't know who the fuck came up with that, but you should probably drink bleach. Anyways, cryo mine, same thing. So basically, if you're gonna be using nades, which a lot of people don't even use them, I found them just kind of useful to be using in search and destroy for the last little bit. So some classes have grenades on it, some don't. Some have like full-on attachments with 2 or 3 perks and no lethals or tacticals, whatever. Not really any sidearms either, but you can also use this, like take both of these off, and you could use the MACTAV with a rifle barrel. Now, rifle barrel is pretty good in this game. I also see a lot of people using stock on SMGs, which I fucking can't stand. I can't stand having my SMG move that quick. They're already kind of hard to handle in this game to begin with. That's why no one really uses SMGs in Infinite Warfare competitively, because it's literally Assault Rifle City. Just like overall, the accuracy and all the submachine guns is really shit. at long range, so it's pretty hard to win any kind of fucking gunfights unless they're standing right next to you. But yeah, so right now I have foregrip and quick draw. Sometimes I've been putting rifle barrel on. No one really uses extended mags. Extended mags is actually banned on all the plasma rifles, if you will, like see the ERAD and the Volk, and that's because it's not really an extended mag. It basically is called a fusion mag, and it'll let you regenerate ammo. So that they banned that shit because that's pretty stupid too. So you can also, like I said, take off lethal and tactical, throw in rifle barrel if you'd like, which would look something like this, and then you could put rifle barrel on. And then most of the perks kind of go across the same way as well. So for search and destroy, dexterity is definitely a fucking needed in this game. Even with extended mags, it doesn't matter what gun you have, it's so much needed in this game. Being able to like reload and reload. I know it says switch weapons faster quick as well, but being able to reload is a big thing. Also using quick draw, you absolutely need quick draw in this game. There's no way or if and or but that you can't have quick draw on your gun. It's pretty wild how much you need it. But basically, I've been using these kind of classes kind of for like, because I take bomb, so I play OBJ in search and destroy. And yeah, so basically you want to do blast shield, attack resist, dead silence, and dexterity. I mean, you can also take off dexterity. You can switch out attack resist of momentum, because if you feel like no one is using stun grenades, which like I said, a lot of people don't. So you'd switch it over to momentum. If you feel like you're not getting naded, you can just take that off altogether. Just use dexterity. And then if you wanted, you could do the like more attachments, a pistol. You could do the fucking 2 stuns if you wanted. It doesn't really matter. Most of the stuff stays the same. So then we got the ERAD. Basically the exact same setup. Like I said, you can't use fusion mag. I have one class of particle amp. It's basically the rifle barrel for the full auto energy firearms, so the plasma guns I like to call them. I don't know, like it's like Halo, but so I've been using particle amp on that a little bit as well. So I just take off their nades, throw particle amp on. This one I like using the tax and stuff as well. You can do the same thing. So momentum. I'm gonna stop talking about the perks because I'm not fucking kidding. They all really stay the same, or you take some off and don't use some if whatnot. So Karma 45 for these first 2 classes, all the same. Foregrip, quick draw, the jammer grenade, the cluster grenade, dexterity, blast shield, attack resist, dead silence. This gun's pretty alright as well. It's kind of weird shooting it. I don't know really how to explain it. Sometimes you get really badly bullshit with it. Even if you're pre-aiming a corner, someone walks around the corner, you start shooting them, you'll still probably die first. It's pretty fucked, honestly. Like I said, they need to fix submachine guns. There's a lot of sub players out there that are good with subs and having a hard time with this, me being one of them. So I also got the K-bar right here. Foregrip, quick draw, stock on that one. I'm not really a big fan of stock on guns at all, but, you know, I don't know. Other people use it, so I'm using it, I guess. Hollow points also bans, can't use that. So mostly you could take one of these off if you wanted to, put rifle barrel on. No point to use a sight on this reflex or anything. It comes with a pretty beast ass default sight on it, and it's basically like a floating elo red dot. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's super fucking good, so you don't even need to put a reflex on it or anything. Also got another K-bar right here with the same quick draw stock, foregrip. I got the jammer grenade, the cluster grenade, and then I took off blast shield, put on dexterity so I can reload. Dead silence as well, and then I got attack resist, which I switch out for momentum, whatnot when I need to. Also got this ERAD, like I said before, foregrip, quick draw, particle amp, which is a stopping power, or it extends the stopping power. It's like the rifle barrel. Same perks going across the board as well. Volk, now I didn't even realize this was a good gun. I just started using it recently because I realized a lot of people are using it. The reason why they're using it is because the damage is so fucking high. You could shoot someone with 3 bullets all the way across the map as long as you can hit them, and they're still gonna fucking die, which is pretty insane. So mostly right now what's happening in GBs is people are just using guns with high damage because you can really melt people with any gun that has high damage, especially on host. It's pretty crazy, but just in general, any high damage gun is pretty OP. And then I just have no perk 2, dead silence, dexterity, blast shield, jammer grenade, cluster grenade, and I took the stock off this just so I could have the nades and whatnot. I could even take those off, keep the perks the same, switch it up. So this one over here, I have a red dot, quick draw, stock. With that one I added the foregrip. Then I got dexterity, dead silence, and blast shield. Having to put a red dot sight on a AR actually really fucks you over. It's kind of silly in my opinion, but I don't know why. I don't know why. It's just something to do with like only having being able to have 10 items on a class, since whenever they fucking implemented that into Call of Duty, Black Ops 2, whatever it was, Black Ops 1 maybe, I don't really remember, but being able to, you know, have 10 of whatever as long as it equals 10. But I don't know, man. I feel like sights shouldn't count towards anything. It's not really changing anything about the gun. Like if I took off all these and put on a sight, like it says it gains like 3 accuracy and 3 range, but like that doesn't make any fucking sense, because it's like, what's it gonna do? I don't have a stock on, I don't have any of that shit that's gonna actually help me zoom in faster, vertical to reduce my recoil, anything like that. It's just a fucking red dot sight. I don't get it. Like, do they have a value implemented? So like me using, I don't know, you know, do they have statistics of some sort showing that if I'm not using a red dot that it makes my accuracy and range worse? Like that, I don't know, it doesn't make sense. I don't think sights should count as a fucking thing at all, because I should just be able to put on a sight, 3 attachments, and then like be able to have, I don't know, 4 perks or whatever, or throw in a stun grenade. I don't know, it's stupid. I'm gonna stop talking about it, but that's that class. I have this sniper class. I don't know why. It's mostly there because I don't need this many classes for search and destroy, especially when the new shit's implemented. You're basically going to need 2 classes for each game mode. There's 3 game modes. So, I mean, there's all of your fucking classes, these first 5 or whatever. The first 6, you're going to need 6 classes for 3 game modes. You know, you're just going to change some stuff on it, whatever. So, I haven't used this at all. It's just there just to have it if I want to try it out sometime. Then this one, I have another Karma. This one, I have the rifle barrel, though. And then I have blast shield, attack resist, dead silence, dexterity. Pretty standard stuff going all the way across. Now, for streaks, a lot of these are banned. Vulture's banned. I've been using Trendy Rocket, which I haven't even gotten yet. I haven't used it at all. Scorchers, you get a lot. Sometimes I just go Scorchers and Scarab, because I think Trendy Rockets are absolutely shit, so there's no point using them. Bombardment you can use, but I mean, Scorchers work the very best, and Scarab as well. And that's basically it for that shit. So if we go up to the rigs, like I said, this one's pretty cheese. That's really the only thing you're gonna want to use on it. You can use a ballista, but I mean, I don't know. There's just not really a point to use a sniper rifle. Active camo makes a lot more sense. The striker class, I don't even think you can use anything on this, and I don't think you'd want to. It's a shitty one. You can use the eraser. You can also use FTL jump. Phase shift is absolutely banned. It basically puts you in a different dimension, and it puts you into the same map that you're playing on, but no one's on the map except for you. The only way someone else would be on the map with you is if they also used phase shift at the same time. You guys were on the map still in a different dimension that only you guys were in, and you could shoot at each other. So basically what this allows you to do is put on phase shift. If you see a bunch of people, put it on, run to where you think would be the other side of them, phase out, and you're right behind them back in the action. You can just shoot them in the back. It's pretty fucked. FTL jump lets you go a short distance forward, which is actually really useful for certain game modes, so I actually use that one a lot. A lot of the traits are banned, like supercharged perception's banned, but you can use power slide, which gain increased sliding distance and the ability to ADS while sliding while using less boost meter. These 2 are banned, but power slide is actually allowed. So, I mean, FTL jump's definitely viable. Most people honestly use the Synaptic rig, the robot. He has the equalizer and rewind, which you would have seen in Black Ops 3. Rewind's super useful, especially in search and destroy. Reaper is actually banned, the rapid melee dog attack, but rewind's really good. Combat burst, I'm pretty sure, I don't really remember which one is banned or whatnot. I think propulsion is, but rushdown's the one I've been using. It basically lets you move in any direction by pressing the L3 button and going to that direction. So it's basically, it gives you like advanced warfare movement. One thing to notice though, like your movement meter, whatever it's called, when you use rushdown, say if I double boost in the air and then try to use rushdown, most of the time it doesn't even work, because rushdown actually uses the same movement meter, I guess. So I don't know, man. It's kind of good. I see a lot of people using these 2 together, rewind and rushdown, but I personally don't think rushdown's that great. Rewind works the very best, but then again, it's like, really, what else are you going to use? So I mean, it kind of helps in some sense, in other sense it doesn't really make sense. Now this is the hidden gem a lot of people don't know about, is the Merc rig. This is the one that I've personally been using a lot, mainly for the reason that this is like full of bullshit. Okay, so you have the reactive armor, which is also from Black Ops 3, so it gives you like a shell that protects all forms of damage. They can only shoot you in the head and whatnot, which is actually fucking really good. Like, everyone uses it, and I mean, not a lot of people use it. I like to use it because it is actually good. The other thing I realized is because this one lets you do a ground pound, and it honestly takes fucking 2 hits unless they're really hurt. I've tested it. If you hit them once and they're like full health, it fucking gives them a hit marker. It's not that great. Man-at-Arms gives you ammo capacity and no longer slow default movement on weapons, which is useless. But this isn't banned. You're allowed to use this, which is infusion, regenerate health faster. Now, I don't know the exact statistic, and I'm honestly too stupid to do the math to be able to figure out like how much health you gain per second while you're regenerating compared to normal health regen per second or whatever, even if you want to go down whatever fraction of time that would be to figure that out. But either way, you regenerate health faster than normal, and that's on there like all the time. So if I get shot at any point in a round, I'm gonna regenerate that health faster than the other guy is. So it's a fucking cheese class. It's the one I've been using the most. I've been using Merc, and I've been using the Phantom with the active camo and the rear back shield, because I just love cheese shit, man. I like being able to fuck people. Warfighter is also very good because it has overdrive, also from Black Ops 3, and also has this claw, and the claw is super good. It has like a crazy fucking high rate of fire, like submachine gun of some sort. It reminds me of the Reaper, and they also bounce like all over the place, and it's just fucking melts people, so it's really good. Also, overdrive's good for rushing, and the trait, I think ping and persistence are both banned, so you can only use resupply, and like, I don't know, most people don't even use grenades, so it's not really useful. But guys, that's basically it for my search and destroy class setup video. Hopefully you guys learned something, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to try out some of these classes. If there's another class that you guys think will be better, let me know down in the comments below. You guys have a chat amongst yourselves. Let's try to all figure out what's really best, especially with CWL rules that are going to be coming out, and it's going to be making it, you know, it's going to be grind time. It's going to be harder. You're going to not have that much time to figure out what class you want to use, and only one person on your team can use one gun at a time. So, you know, it's not going to be 4 K-bars or 4 Volks and whatnot. It's going to be like 1 K-bar, 1 Volk, 1 of this sub, 1 of this sub, which is very, very interesting. It's also kind of weird because when you think about it, man, like, someone on your team is going to be getting melted way more than someone else just based on the gun they have. So I don't really know how it's going to pan out. Nonetheless, guys, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like rating down below. Also, comment letting me know you guys did enjoy. Let's go for like 100 likes on this video. I'm shooting high for this because my other class setup videos for Black Ops 3, even though I didn't even play Black Ops 3 that much, it was within the first like 4 or 5 months of the game coming out. They all got well over like 3,000-4,000 views, 7,000, whatnot. So I'm aiming for the stars here. I know it's a long shot based on my other views on my more recent videos, but like I said, guys, let's try to hit 100 likes. That'd be fucking awesome. Also, subscribe now to join the pleb army. That'd be very much so appreciated. Thank you, plebs, so much for watching. It's your boy, Mr. Plebe, and I will see you, plebs, in the next video. Later days.